So the first and second videos I did on this went really well. Today, I want to talk about more unwritten rules in TF2. I think this might be the last video that I make out of this whole idea, unless people come up with loads more ideas or something like that. But either way, it's been amazing to see the support on this sort of series, I guess. It's been cool. And today I wanted to talk about a few more unwritten rules, but before we do get into that, once again, I just want to remind you guys that I'm going to be streaming when this video goes out live on Twitch. There's a link in the description, and I'm still working towards 100k subs on YouTube. So if you're not subbed, make sure you click the button, and because I'm trying to keep these intros short, let's jump straight into the video. The first unwritten rule is actually a super helpful one, to be honest, and that is basically make your medic's life easier. If you want the medic to heal you, go to a point where they can easily heal you, or you run towards them, or you stand still if they're using the crossbow. There is nothing more infuriating, I can imagine, that somebody is spamming for the medic, but they're not standing still, so you keep missing your crossbows. They're running away from you, so you can't catch them to heal them normally, and then they complain that the medic doesn't heal them when you've made it impossible for them to do that. So please, if you need help from your medic and you want the medic to actually help you, you need to make it really easy for the medic to do that. They're worried about other stuff. They've got other people they need to heal. They have people they need to avoid. They can't just be following you around and hoping that you are in the right place when you need healing. So get somewhere a medic would be safe to heal you or can easily see you and doesn't have to keep tracking your movements trying to hit an arrow because you can't sit still for 3/4 of a second. On the flip side of this, I guess, as a medic, an unwritten rule is to make sure that everyone on your team has overheal if possible. Obviously, if they are all over the map, then it's a little bit harder. And if I was running around a million miles away from where the medic was, I probably wouldn't complain too much about not having overheal. That would be a little bit ridiculous, I think. But if you're traveling in a group towards a point or something like that, sharing overheal around and not just focusing on one or two people means that your team is more likely to be able to survive longer and potentially win whatever fight is going to happen because everybody will have more health than people are used to. That includes the scouts and the snipers. A scout with overheal is ridiculous. And a sniper with overheal might survive just long enough to get a nice shot off and kill an enemy that, is doing a lot of damage to your team. So just make sure you're sharing the overheal around. I know it can be difficult with everybody shouting at you, but do your best. Also, your team will think you're really good as well, which is always a plus. Okay, so this next rule does come from Twitter, I have to be honest, and it is to try and say thanks when you kill somebody. This way, you'll most likely be doing a thumbs up when they get to their kill cam, and that can have a multitude of different effects on the enemy. They might find it quite funny. It might annoy the enemies a little bit and make them, miss more shots because they're angry at you. Or it might make them smile, which, it's always nice to make people smile. I think it might be nice to try it a few times to just see what the enemies think. If it starts annoying them massively, then I don't know if you want to keep going. Maybe some people do. I probably wouldn't, but actually that's a lie. I probably would. I don't know. It's just kind of funny. I guess the main unwritten rule I wanted to talk about in this video is just to be nice to each other. And that might sound a little bit weird considering the last point, especially the part where I said I'd carry on if it was annoying people. This is a completely different message. But either way, generally in TF2, just be nice to people. In fact, in real life, just be nice to people. The community right now is going through a fair bit with all of the bots and stuff like that. And generally, life right now for everyone is pretty tough. So please be a little bit more understanding of each other. You never really know what people are going through, and it doesn't kill you to be nice. It's really not that hard. I know with some people it can be very, very hard to be nice, but in that moment it's better to just say nothing and not be mean than try and be nice and feel annoyed about doing that. I don't know. I tried to make that some really wholesome message, but I really don't think it came through how I wanted it to. But I hope you will get the point. And the final point of this video, going back to the medics again, unfortunately, if you're playing a class that can damage themselves, make sure you're doing that so the medic standing right next to you and hopefully healing you will be able to gain Uber a lot faster, and you'll have a much better time when it comes to a mid fight or when you're just running around the map taking fights and stuff like that. If you can build Uber quicker than the enemy medic can build Uber, or if you can build Uber really quickly and the enemy team has no medic, you're going to be looking really good in all of these fights. And again, keeping your medic happy is quite important, especially if you always want heals, because if the medic doesn't like you, they might not heal you. So anyway, that is going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you leave the video a like down below and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're still trying to hit 100k, so I really need your guys' help. Also, make sure you check out the stream down below. We're working on that Twitch partner and we're getting super close as well to 300 sub points, which is something I never thought I'd be able to say that I'm close to getting. So if you want to come by the stream, there's going to be a link in the description. I'd really recommend it, especially if you have some free time. Anyway, thank you all so much once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.